Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of My Hero Academia Season 5. This is the episode Make It Happen. I believe this is episode 4. And I have to say, man, I wasn't too sold on this. You know, the My Hero episodes were cool, but they weren't hitting the home. But for some reason, they really want to give like this little tournament episode, this little team battle episode, a good amount of hype, because some parts of this episode, the animation was pretty good. Like, I was surprised, like the expressions, the fluidity, like it really was smooth, and I was like, oh, like, why are we putting money right here? Like, this is interesting. And I think they really want to get us hyped for what's coming later in the season, that by showing us, like letting us have a little peek of like what's to come, like giving us the animation, making us the music building. They're really trying to like keep us hooked in the show, because I feel like that's what My Hero's problem is. Like for last season, the first part was really solid, but it kind of fell towards the end, and the latter half of the season was just very like it just, we could have went through that a lot faster. But they want to pad out the whole season, so they're giving us like a bunch of stuff that they could probably do like in 2 episodes, because the manga chapters, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're padding it out the whole season, but they're giving us some good moments with these padding out episodes. And you know what? I don't mind it. I'm here for it. If it looks good and it's making me go, oh my lord, like I have to say I enjoy this, because this episode kind of showed me why, like, you know, why I like some of the newer anime, and how they kind of they kind of show off like these powers that the other characters have. Not just like powers, but like how powers can work in tandem with other powers, and even like how like how teams can really change the difference from battle. Because it's one thing when you have the tank, the one character who can do everything, but when you have a good supporting, like a support like group, you have a stronger wall. Instead of being like you having like a chain fence, if you have a chain fence behind a wooden fence with a guardrail on it, like that's not gonna move, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's what we see with this episode, is like how powerful some of the weaker characters could be. Because we know Kirishima's powerful, we know Koda, the fact that he can talk to animals is pretty like OP when he can command them to do stuff. But seeing how Sue and Shinso and the fucking electric guy, seeing how Nari, like seeing how they all can like work in tandem with each other is perfect, and seeing how they were able to best the class B was pretty amazing. Shinso's ability with the voice changer is godly. It is godly. And I like how they like his quirk obviously could be great for villains. Basically the Purple Man from Marvel Comics, in a sense. Like, it is very powerful, but with the voice changer and his ability to restrain like Eraserhead, it makes him more of a hero type, being able to like I see his power really good in a sense of like, let's say there's like panic, or like I hope he is able to do it more focus group, like he can add more people, because then his power can come in really handy when he's fighting like a villain and he needs to tell people like leave in an orderly fashion to the exit, and they all hear him, they can just exit. Or when he's fighting a villain and he's able to catch him in the act, or even criminals. Like, it really does come in clutch, and I'm really liking this. I like how he's using his power in a different way. The voice changer really helps, and it kind of plays the part too. Like, the support items that heroes use are probably what make their powers even more deadly. The fact that Bakugo's gauntlets collect his nitroglycerin sweat, deadly. The fact that Deku's suit allows him to like do the air bullets and not have to like, and it supports his legs too, his leg system and all that, godly. Everything about everybody's like costumes that really do offer support, like offer like hitting things, really make me think, wow, like this is wild. And it's pretty cool. I'm really liking it. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. And see, Shinso's voice changer is probably one of my favorite things about his support item. Of course, the class that begins with I'm gonna jump into the episode because I feel like I'm ranting about other stuff, but the episode's pretty streamlined. It's Class A versus Class B. The Beast guy wrecks through Koda and Kirishima. He break the air prism guy. He takes out Shinso, which is the smartest thing that they did. Is they take out Shinso first because Shinso's probably like OP with his voice changer. They can't really communicate around each other with him there because they're scared that actually might be them. So they take him out first. The Class B is able to capture Kirishima and Koda, and they're up basically. But while that was going on, Sue was able to capture the air prism guy. They take him, so it's 1-2. The Beast guy decides, you know what, we'll cut our losses and let's regroup and let's guard our prison cell. So of course, electrical dude Sue and Shinso think, all right, well, let's go in and let's battle. So they have a plan. They cover them all in Sue's slime so that way they can like mask their scent and they all could be Sue, which really does trigger the Beast guy because now he Shinshida, because now he can't smell the difference. So of course the Vine girl's like, I'm just gonna use vines, I'm gonna like capture them, and Electric Dude is like, you know what, I'm just gonna Takanari, I can't remember his name. I can't believe I forgot his name right now. I was just looking at it right now. Kaminari. It's Kaminari. I can't believe I blanked on his name, but Kaminari basically is like, you know what, if I get captured first, then you guys can go in. I'm gonna act as bait, and you guys can set up you guys can set it up. Because he knows that from the last time they fought, that the electrical wall, the model vine she has to use to like keep herself getting shocked from him, is gonna hinder her for that moment. So that's their best bet. So he's able to get in there. He tries to hit Shinshida with the tracker. It doesn't work. Scales dude Hisoruyo is like Hisui Ryu like blocks it with his scales, but Vine Girl gets trapped when Shinso uses Scale Dude's voice, and so she's taken out of the equation. And Scales Dude is trying to find out where Sue's at, and he's trying to fight her. And Shinshida decides, Apoca Beast decides, you know what, my best bet is going to get Shinso out of this right away because Shinso is too powerful. And during the fight with Shinso's kind of like showing like, damn, like the fact that I lack experience is what's making this entire fight a lot harder than it needs to be. Eventually, Shu is able to beat Hisui by getting him and beating him and kicking him down and like trapping him with her tongue. And right when Apoca Beast is about to smack down on Shinso, Sue swings her tongue with Hisui on it and is able to knock them out. Since he still has his scales up, he probably hits pretty fucking hard. So they knock both of them out. They capture both of them. It is a game plan. It is great, and everything wins with Class B winning. This episode was really cool. It kind of like it just illustrates how like well teamwork works in this, and I feel like that's what we're going to be seeing with the coming episodes, is how well people work in tandem with each other. And it also showing that Shinso can be a hero. He's not like he's jumping from general ed course to actual hero course because he wants to prove that his power isn't like a villain's like dream. It should be a hero's dream as well. Like it just goes to show like whatever abilities you have, like you can use it for good or bad. It just depends on the person. I think I'm really happy to see that Shinso's getting a little bit of light, because I always thought his ability was cool. I always thought he has such a like interesting power, and I thought it was always cheating, like, oh, you can just make people do whatever you want. But now that he's kind of hyped it up with some cool little support items, it goes to show that he probably is a strong auditorial character, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets signed to like the microphone guys agency as as a hero or a sidekick at least. But anyways, guys, this is gonna be it for the episode. It was a cool episode. I thought it was cool. Some of the animation parts were really fluid, and I thought it was a solid episode. So I'm giving this episode an 8 out of 10. It was dope. I really like it. It wasn't anything like extravagant, but it was a nice watch and a nice reminder of how powerful Class A really is when they work in tandem with each other, and how even other classes are just as powerful with their own tactics and stuff. And we just have to remember, like, You know, it's never just, we don't have just one main character in My Hero Academia. Of course, it's Deku, but all the other characters are just as powerful as Deku in their own ways, or equally as powerful. They can, if they all work together, they can give any villain, no matter how powerful, a run for their money. But that's gonna be it for the video, guys. It's your boy Papi Wolf saying peace out, y'all. Remember, 1,000 subscribers, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out and love out.